lot of places in the world, Europe, a lot of countries I know, expressing, United States, Australia, and till 1980, and I asked to give me a chance to go to school so I can finish my learning, because we never know, I'm going to be dancing, that's right, but one day I just say I'm going to be tired, I'm going to be very tired, so I can have something else to do. So I have my degree in French. I speak French better than English. I learned how to speak English with friends here. But I went to school and I have my degree in the school. So technically I have my master's degree in technical design. But I started working and then the Ballets Africains comes back again because they love the way I dance, they love the way I do my things in dance, and I came back again with the Ballets Africains in '94, and then we keep traveling with the Ballets Africains till 1994, when the American citizen went to Guinea to study African art. They went to study with the Ballets Africains, and then I was the one they taught to be a teacher. And I teach them, the groups. It's like some people came from South Carolina, Washington, D.C., USA. And from that now, the group invited me to come over to the United States to be choreographer the groups. So that's why I'm here now. So since '98, I live in New York first, and then come down Florida here in Gainesville, Florida, UF, to be artist residency. And then I've been touring with MALAGONIKUS, and Chicago asked me to go there to choreograph Muntu Dance Theater of Chicago. So I became associate artistic director with Muntu Dance Theater for 5 years. So, but every year I went back to Guinea because I have my own dance school where people came all the time to learn the dance and the music. So every year I'm in Guinea from December to February, taking students. So briefly, I can talk about my bio like that. If you have a question, and I'm going to do my best to be, with you and then give you some answer. Thanks. Now listen to you if you have a question about the Ballets Africains, about African culture. Anything I know, and I will say that to you.
Do you know something about QM dance?
QM?
Yeah, from the South American dance.
No, not really. I do the traditional dance from Guinea. African, like in the beginning I told you, the Ballets Africains is the first African dance company created in 1952. Anything I got from them, I went to South America in Cuba. We went to the festival, but I don't know anything about that. And then I tried to conserve, to have the African dance traditional dance, and have that concept that you take that to the world. Because I know it's a lot of different dance, but I learned also some dance like salsa, I can salsa, but I'm not teaching that because I don't know that very well. But I just know my dance from Guinea. If you want to talk about the dance from Guinea, I can say something for that. But besides the other dance, I don't think so. If I can be able to do that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Do you know the Bantu dancers in Chicago?
Muntu?
Yeah, Bantu.
Bantu?
No.
It's Muntu.
Yeah.
Muntu dance theater in Chicago.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, I was associate artistic director with Muntu.
Yeah, Muntu.
Since 2000 to 2005. So I choreographed them a lot. Yeah. I'm surprised I just met Amani. She's the artistic director with Muntu. She's here.
last time I seen him, it was quite some time back, late 70s.
Okay.
But the show was so remarkable. It was,
That's good.
it was so remarkable. It's
Yeah.
complete. They had some ballet, they had some African, and they had a reggae theme in there.
Yeah, they do everything.
Oh, it was
African
fantastic.
Diaspora, everything.
And I brought my son was there. He was about 4 years old. And it was so remarkable. I was speaking about it one day, and my son told me about it. I said, you remember that, you know? It was such a show. It was such a beautiful show. Yeah, it was very complete. That's one of my highlights of Great Ensemble. Yeah,
They do a lot of things. They do a lot of things.
yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Montu,
Montu,
yeah.
yeah. I've been working with choreographer Montu since 99, but I became a director, associate artistic director in 2000
Yeah.
to 2005. And they have at least 6 of my choreographers. Yeah.
So are they still they still?
Oh yeah,
They're still going. Because I heard one of the leader, he died, he passed away.
Yeah, Alajo,
Alan. Yeah,
Papa Kamara,
yeah.
they were the founder of the group.
Yeah, he was fantastic.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So did you ever get in contact with the guys over in Detroit?
Who's in Detroit?
There was Amon Ra in Detroit.
No, I choreographed some groups in
Yeah.
Detroit, like Heritage is a kids group. I know in Heritage, I've been choreographing them, and I know another company in Kalamazoo.
Yeah.
So I choreographed them too, but I don't hear about it.
Yeah, I think they probably break up right now.
Yeah, they know me sometimes. They know me because when somewhere sometime I have some kids who say, "Oh, I've been looking at you. I have a Ballets African DVD.
Yeah.
You Moustapha Bangoura, something like that. People know me, but I don't know everybody who's been follow me around like that. So because I'm traveling a lot here in the States, and I'm always on the road, always on the road. They complain in Chicago because I'm always gone. I never do more than 2 weeks. I never do more than 2 weeks. So, but that's my life. They're teaching African dance around the world, taking Africa everywhere.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's growing.
I mean,
It's really catching on.
Yes, that's around there.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. The first time for me to go to Japan, it was a lot of people. I was practicing, African dance. I was so surprised. Wow.
I have a question.
Yes.
And Africa, of course, is this vast continent with all of these different countries. And each country has their own indigenous drumming, dancing. I'm assuming, and maybe this is what I need to ask you. Are they different? And and if they are, what is it that is special or different about Guinea dance from Senegal, from Kenya, from each country? What is it that's specific, unique, I guess would be the word, different about, how would I know? I said, oh, that's somebody dancing from Guinea. How would I know that? Or would I know it?
Yeah. Thank you. I understand. I can tell when I see somebody who dancing, if he dance Guinea, I know because I grew up with that.
Mm-hmm.
When somebody dance Senegal, I can say, yes, this is Senegal dance because I went to Senegal. And when I was in the ballet, that blessing, I got a chance to travel in a lot of places in Africa. I went to South Africa, I went to Kenya, I went to Algeria, Morocco, Mali, Senegal, Ivory Coast, Liberia. So I've been practicing that, and for 22 years we were traveling, we were always together. I remember 1978, for the first tackle to go to Cuba, first tackle is at the hotel. And they take all the artists from Africa. We was in the same boat
wow.
from Algeria, and we had 1 month in
Wow.
from Mediterranean to Atlantic Ocean to go to Cuba. That was nice. So we was together, the African, every night they chose one country who can do the animation.
Yeah.
So we will see, one night is Guinea, one night is Congo, one night is Zaire.
Wow.
So that was nice, We spent a good time, 1 month in the same boat.
Wow.
Algeria, the way to go to Cuba, we had 1 month festival and 1 month back again.
That must have been fantastic.
And I remember the name of that boat, but the boat is now, is now.
Was
not
Mango
anymore.
Santa Maria around then?
Oh,
Mango Santa Maria?
what's
Ah, the drummer.
what's
Con-
Mango
con
Santa?
that drummer.
Cuba?
The
You
actual
were
Cuban.
around there?
I don't know, I don't remember the name because
It
what was there?
Yeah, because you reside in New
It
York.
was a lot. No, I don't remember that because it was a lot of groups there. Performance in Cuba. It was like all the night. It was a party. It was party all the night. And I was young at that time. I was like 22, 23 years. I was the youngest in the Ballets Africains. I was just enjoying myself. It was nice.
Yeah.
So when people dance, we learn some dances from South Africa. Zulu dance, we learned that. And in Kenya, we learned another dance. When we went there, we so curious, we tried to, learn from them. Because the Ballets Africains, like I told you in the beginning, the first African dance company, everybody in Africa was looking at the Ballets Africains. Because the Ballets Africains give them opportunity to do their own groups. Because since 1952, to have a group like that, it was from the Ballets Africains, from Guinea. So now they make us do the tour. Like in 1975, soon Angola, Mozambique, they just got independence. Our president, Sekou Touré, asked the government to let us go, show them Guinea culture. We went there. So, and we learned also the dance, the Zulu, everything. So soon you start dancing, the music is totally different. Somewhere we have instrument, different instrument. When you take Sabah, it's not like the djembe, it's not like the dunu, it's different. And when you go to Zanzibar, the dunu they have, or the Ghana, the instrument they have is not the same like what we have. It's different. Even the sound, the way they play, the rhythm, they're different. And you can tell that, But I know probably, Guinea music. The Guinea music because I grew up with that. I'm up and dancing more than 43 years now. I'm dancing. So even I don't look in you, when you play the music, I can tell what you play, and then I can feel that. So even if you play another one like Sabar or whatever, I will say, no, this is not Guinea, this is Senegal, or something like that. It's like that.
But if I were to go to a show, or just maybe here even, if I were to see dancers, how would I be able to know that that's Guinea and that's Senegal? Is it the steps? Is it the hands?
From the steps, from what we do, because you're not used to. That's right. If you stay 1 year or 2 years with the Guinean people, you will have that right away. You will say, oh no, I know that already. This is Guinea or this is Senegal. Soon you see the Sabah people dance Sabah, you can tell. It's different to the Dunumba. Dunumba comes from Guinea. The Dunumba, and people dance Dunumba and people dance Sabah, it's different. When people dance Zulu, and you will say, oh no, that's South Africa. It's like that. They're different. The music is different, the language is different, the sound is different, the instrument is different. But if you don't know, you don't know. People are going to play something and different instrument in front of you. What kind of instrument is this? Because you don't know. For you, it's going to be like sound, the music. You can tell the music is good, but you don't know the difference because you never went there and you never see anyone play that. But if you stay, with Guinea people like more than 1 year, you know what they play. Like anyone right now, it's so popular. Anyone the dancers here, anyone you ask, Kuku, he will tell you yes. You can dance Kuku, So or Sabah, they say Sabah is Senegal. It's like that. Yeah, the music is totally different. The language is different. The movement is different. The dance is different. From the feet, from the arms, everything.
Okay.
he said that in his country, they dance up. Everything is up. And they stand tall. He says, not like, the other countries where they dance low. And so he was explaining his country's difference is that they always dance,
They stand up,
they
upper,
stand up,
more erect.
the chest is up, and everything is, high.
Yeah. It's right. And like my country, we have a lot of dances, but some dances have meaning. And when we plan the agricultural times, and we give courage to people who walk, who planting in the rice, and we have some kind of music for that. And the ladies bring food to encourage the men who's working there, who do from morning to whatever to 4 o'clock, So, but they need to eat, and the ladies bring food to them, and the beautiful song to make them happy, to encourage them to work, for to have rice, to have everything for the food. So you have many like that. So when you dance, you're not going to dance up like that. If you have daba, you have to be like this. You dance like this, So it's the music. The music can go with that. Ladies who bring the food, they can dance like this. They bring the food, and it's everything. You have some gestures like that. You have some movement who go with it like that. Or we can take you to the forest for the initiation, and to help kids, from 7 to 14 years old to learn how they're going to, have their life, because one day they're not going to be just kids, they will be also adults. They need the adult to help them, So sometimes in Africa, we take them to the forest where they're going to stay without the parents. They stay for like 3 weeks to learn from the other adult, So how they're going to do the life, because they're going to become an adult. Because with the young age, when the parents talk to them, never listen to parents. Leave me alone, and whatever they say, they don't understand. We have some song also who can talk to them. Today you look fresh, you look everything I said to you, do not listen to me. But one day you're going to be the one who can talk to your kids. So be careful. So you have to listen, parents. So we have some program like that. You have something like that, to know. So yeah.
So I think I have a question, Moustapha. My question is, can you talk a little bit about your experience being involved with the ballet in terms of you being selected as a choreographer or a dancer? Did you learn dance first? Did you learn drumming first? And the second question I have is, what major changes would you say you see today when you look at the various ballets and performance companies we have in Guinea versus when you first started off in your career?
Okay, good. And I think I have a lot of experiences with Les Ballets Africains. Les Ballets Africains, my first time to see Les Ballets Africains, I was young, like I said. It was like a miracle for me. When they perform, it's like I would see the drum. It's like they take me. It's like my person, I was with them. Because when they are performing, it's like, it's not joke, it's like reality. You feel them. So that made me, sense my role, to go to them. And then I started dancing very young, but the first time when I was in Conakry #2, the director came, we was in the rehearsals, he said, I need that little boy, he's a great dancer. And because I just love dancing, I was not thinking I'm going to be who I am today. So I was just loving dancing. I was dancing with women, I was dancing with men, everything. So because anything you love in your life, I'm sure you will have the future with that. So I keep dancing with the Ballets Africains, and that's given me a lot of opportunity to know when I came over here to say, I give thanks to God to be one of the Guinea ambassador, because the African is not only dance. We need to come here over to give some education to people, to know it's not only dance, but the dance we do has meaning. And you you have to have a power to take that any way you go in a good way. And I met a lot of groups who appreciate the Ballets Africains, the African dance, black culture dance. They just love it. And so for me, it's to let them know it's normal to love that because they're from that. And then also what we do is not only bad things, but we have culture. Anything we do, it has a signification. Anything we do, the African dance is like when I compare that to the modern dance, it's normal. I love all the kind of dance too. But African dance, a little bit different from the body, because you know, the modern dance, the body has to be straight like this. And the African dance, it's like the body you have is like water. Your body has to follow your gest. When you have the body, you see like this, if you do like this, the water has to follow. Anything you do, when I'm dancing, it's the body language. It's not how to be like this, your body is straight, no, African, you have to be like this, you know. So you follow that. That's experience. I've been teaching that a lot. And when I came here also, and I got a lot of groups who learned like from some lot of songs wrong. It's not for money. When I came, I heard they do the song. I said, no, that's not right. They said, what? Mustafa, we've been learning that for more than 20 years. I said, no, it doesn't make sense for me to let you keep teaching wrong thing to the kids. That's the new generation. You have to let them know. You have to stop there because I speak that language. I speak that language very well. I speak right now, I speak 6 languages. So when I do the song, I know this song since I was too young. And I can give you for free. But I love when I see people who love my culture to do that in the right way. I don't want you to keep doing that, you know, because you tell me you got that this way is like more than 20 years now. I don't mind. I don't want to hear from who you got, but it's normal for you to say that because the kids are going to learn from you. If you want to learn in the right way. So I help them sometimes for free. I give free classes to help kids because they want to know African dance. So my concern, I'm from Africa, and I have to give something because I'm gonna die one day. I don't want to die like that with everything I got. It's lucky, it's a blessing for me to be one from the Ballets Africains to be teaching. So why not to give opportunity to everybody who love it to learn in the right way? So we fight right now for that. So because I'm 58 now, who knows, you know, so I'm going to be old. I'm not old yet because I have the energy, but I'm getting old. So I have to give the opportunity to the kids to have that. So my experience with the Ballets Africains, and I always say it's good because the music and dance, I learned first how to play an instrument. I learned how to play instrument first. Because when you play instrument, I say that to my students all the time. Try to play one instrument when you dance. They love dancing, but sometimes they don't know how to dance on the beat or off beat. When you dance, the music and dance, they are married. They're not fiancé. I always have my kids, they are together. When you hear the music, even you bend my eye, I hear the music, I know if you have to dance on a beat or off beat, I can feel that. Or sometimes it's your body have to do one phrase. Because like when you take the dunus, you have 3 dunus, you have a kinkini, you have samba, you have dunumba. The kinkinis can be on the beat, the samba can be off, the dunumba can cover that just for the melody. Sometimes your body can do the melody, it's not on the beat, because people can't all the time. You know, like say people come, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's normal. Sometimes it's binaire, sometimes it's trinaire. Some of the music is 3 or 6, if you have to do 6, like choreographer. And you now have to know that you 4, if you do 4, it's wrong. It's not because it's done, it's the same beat, no. Some of the music is 3. If you want to do that, it's 6. You want to do that now, you have to do 12. Some of it's like 4, 4, 2, 4, that's easy to do like 8. But sometimes it's your body have to respond to some beat. When you 1, 2, 3.